Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the UI again, and let me just get right into it. So, stuff I changed this time is the cargo. We talked about the new system that we're going to be implementing, which is having tabs instead of on the left side and ways to switch them. Different for the shop is about the same as well. For the cargo system, it just has another UI on the right side for the shop itself where you buy and sell things. Though I will say that I was not able to work on the shop side for now, but I did the cargo. And so in the cargo, we can see here for the systems, we have 3 sections. We have the weapon control center, we have the installed systems, or yes, installed systems, because they have to be installed for it to be in this area. And then cargo is whatever else that is not installed, hence cargo. So over here, you can place them anywhere. Installed systems are in here. Then weapon control center, of course, is by numbered. So depending on the slot, that's where it would be. So the idea is you drag and drop them. And we talked about the ways where we could switch tabs. It's beside the jump button, as well as the shop button to the right. So it would essentially look like this. So I kind of went with icons this time. But I had another idea, but let me know if it's fine or not, where the tabs would be here on the top of the UI. So what happens is you click on which tab you want it to be, kind of like how FTL did it. If I can show you over here. So there, here, these 3 things, I took inspiration from them. But of course it's fine if we just do the system as well. Both would serve the same function. So let me know how you feel about that. So yeah, everything is the same size. It's another thing. And unfortunately, I couldn't. I'll show you in a bit. Actually, right now I'll show you. If you look at the weapon control center, it has this size for its weapon. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it the same size. It has to be smaller. These system boxes, they're smaller, because if I do make them as big as the weapon control center, it would go over the screen here, especially with the shop when you're showing the prices. Next up is the crew side. So as you can see here, we have the crew members, the active perks, like what we discussed, and then storage for items. So let me show you the blueprint. Yes, it would show the half body, not full body anymore. It'd be half body of the character. It's inspired by Fallout. Then it's their perks, professions, and then a place for the items to be in. So yeah, it's kind of a modification of what we did the first time. And let me look at here. System screen, I followed everything. Except for the modules. I'll do the modules next time. That's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm trying to find a way to fit them. Maybe they have to be smaller. But yeah, that's what I'll be working on next. I'm worried about the shop area. If I add modules, then there's going to be prices for those modules. And then yeah, it's going to be bigger than this. So I'm trying to figure out how to fit them. But for now, these are for the other systems. Yeah, 4 slots for the weapon control center, 12 slots for the cargo. And then now we're moving on to the cabin screen. So here it is. I did run into an issue because since we're trying to display all these information like the profession, origin, class, like in the tooltips. And we're putting the limit as to 9, which includes the captain. We are running into an issue where trying to display everything would not make the UI fit. It would have to be bigger, but the thing is, in the shop, these are all the same size. So as you can see, this is the same width, same width, same width. And so if we make it any bigger than this, maybe the character has to be smaller. It has to be smaller like this. So if we make him smaller, that means he has to be, there's more space here. But what we want is the character to be big and in the middle. So I tried to make it smaller here, but as you can see, that would mess with the sizing. And if you look at it from a full screen perspective, it would be pretty small. So that's the thing. But we could make it this big. My idea is we make it this big. Let me just take off these. Put them in a group really quickly. People. And then we could make them this big. Essentially. And let me take this off. There. It would be that big. And it's pretty readable from this area. And the items would be the same size. This box would be the same size as these items. And we could just make this thing longer. And then have it be a scroll wheel instead to fit the 9 people limit. So that's my idea for now. But the problem with that is that we don't see all of the members at once, like in FDL here, where they made it much simpler. If I could just show you. Yeah, it's much simpler here. Just the person, their name. But we have an item system, so Voivar did it this way. So essentially, that's the issue for now, which I'm trying to solve. But apart from that, you have your perks here. Well, it tells you everything about the perks. And you can view them here from the members. Okay, how they have these, then they contribute to this perks. For the items, you have it here in the bottom. So the thing is, we didn't put a limit for the items, so I just put 8 plus another 8, that's 16 items. And I think this fits because each person gets 3 items anyways. So if you have like 9, let's say 4, at least 4 people, so that's 4 times 3, that's already 12. Almost fills up these items just for having 4 people. So I think it's fine having 16 for now, but let me know if it has to be any smaller or bigger in the count of slots. But yeah, essentially that's for the crew member part. Everything's been implemented. As you can see, this is the merchant, but in green and dark green style. Origin, classes, health, name, items. And I think this is perfect segue to the shop. So I changed up the dialogue system as well. Let's talk about that first. I took inspiration from one of the merchants in Fallout 3. This guy. Then I kind of put him into the game like this. So he now looks like he came from Fallout and into our game. And of course you have your dialogue here, as from before. We put him into the shop and it looks like this. So you have your cargo stuff with the tabs. And the difference is with this, you have your price here. So you can tell it became longer because of the price. So I'm kind of worried about the module. I'm trying to figure that out. And again, you have your 2 options for tabs. Dialogue, shop button here in the top right, like what we discussed. And then I'm planning for my next step to add the shop UI now, because there's lots of elements to already the cargo and the cargo. Now looking at everything, I think it's time we talk about the next steps, because I'm kind of focused on the UI here. My next steps would be, sorry, let's look at my other previous update video, because I think there's a few comments in there that I might have missed. Yep, the void var for selling. Player would just have to drag the item and then drop it into the box, the UI of the shop, which I haven't done yet. I'll be doing that next. And then the dialogue system, I've changed the character. But yeah, my next steps are working with trying to add the module in the cargo tab, the storage tab. And then I'm still not sure with trying to fit 9 slots in the crew members here. But yeah. And next up is the shop UI. And yeah, that should be it for my next steps. And yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.